Hey Scorpio, it's Missy from Cosmic Love Rehab, and I have your April Twinflame Soulmate reading. The theme of the month here, guys, is, interesting enough, options. So, hopefully that music's not too loud. I can never tell, like, when I'm doing readings, if it's too loud or not until after, right? So, what I'm seeing, guys, is you're going to have a few options here when it comes to your love life, and you're going to be in deep thought about what you want to do and how you want to continue on in your connections and in your relationships, okay? You want to change. You want a change. And somewhat in that change, in a sense, it's like you guys don't necessarily want to be tied down. I mean, I feel like there is a part of you that wants to be monogamous, but then there's another part of you that just wants to kind of do what you want to do, but you're not quite sure if the people involved in your life are going to be okay with that. So I see you kind of I see you a little bit all over the place in a sense, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like you're tired of the same old, and you want something more, you want something deeper, you want something more connected, either with the person that you are connected to or somebody new. Some of you guys are in a relationship and you don't feel like it's passionate anymore, or you don't feel like it's giving you what you want, almost as if you were outgrowing that relationship. And even that, in for the rest of you, or the connection that you are in, you just feel like you're outgrowing it in a sense. Like you're just not getting what you want. You want more from life. And this is going to be a month where you're really going to be thinking about it. And you want to be careful. You want to be careful, guys, how you're speaking your truth. Because it is Mercury retrograde, okay? And you guys are pretty blunt, which is a great thing and can also be scary for those that are on the other end of a Scorpio's truth. But be careful how you're speaking your truth, because the other person, if you aren't careful how you speak it, that person could get very offended and could get hurt, and you might even have to go back and apologize for the way that it came out, okay? So I feel like some of you guys are wanting to speak something and you're wanting to share something. Now, I'm getting two groups, okay? One group here of Scorpios, you're really thinking about possibly moving on from a connection or a relationship. You may be coming to a conclusion in April of like just wanting to move on from it, not wanting to be tied down. And this is the truth that you might be sharing here. And for others of you, there could be somebody new in your life that you want to share some things with about how you feel. And you might want to open up about feeling a connection with this person. Like you may not have even approached this person yet. And you're thinking about how to do that. If that person feels connected to you, what will the response be? Does it go both ways? That kind of thing. So I'm seeing for the month of April, you're going to have at least two options here, guys, in your love life. And for the person that you are most connected to, This person is feeling like they wish that you were around more, that they could have more from you. Um, some of your partners or your love interests feel like they want an apology from you for things that have been said in the past or things that will be said in April. That's why I said be careful, because you could say something too fast and have to go back and be like, okay, maybe that was too harsh, like I should have said it in a different way. Because you're going to feel like this person wants more and is going to kind of be pulling on you, and you're going to feel like you're going in a few different directions. You're not really going to want to settle, and that's going to be a little difficult for the person that you're interested in, or you're in a relationship with. It's going to be very difficult because they want your time, they want to build together, they want to move forward with you, and you're not really going to be feeling that in April, because you are going to have so many options, and because there is going to be so many things going on with you. You're going to be very busy in April here, because this is the interesting thing. I feel like one of your options here, you're going to be feeling very connected to. The other option, you're not really going to be feeling that much. So they're going to be trying to talk to you and get your attention, and you're going to be looking a different way. So, and I feel like that this new person is going to make you feel connected again to life in general, and it's going to make you feel like this person brings out your best qualities. And however, be careful, because those of you who are in a partnership, you will find that while you're in a partnership, you'll still have your eye on somebody else. And this is where it gets a little tricky, because if you're not careful and you don't handle it in a way that is beneficial for everybody involved, you could get caught up in some real bullshit here. So be careful. But you're going to be feeling like the king, guys. You're going to be feeling like the king in April, because of this new connection, or a older connection that feels new again. It's going to make you feel like you have options and you don't have to settle anymore. And you could get just a little bit like, okay, well, fine. If you're going to give me a hard time, I'm not talking to you. To the person that was there before, for those of you who are in a partnership, or those of you who are talking to the person you're connected to on a regular, to some extent, you're going to feel like, well, screw you then. But be careful, because you're not quite sure about this new connection. You don't have all the information with this new connection, and you don't want to throw away what you had yet, because you don't. I'm not seeing where you have this all figured out. I'm not seeing that you are completely clear, even though you might feel like you're clear and your emotions might make you feel like you're clear. I'm seeing to just hold off on making any fast moves, because guys, look, let me show you. Okay, this is the Knight of Swords. I don't know if you can see that because the light. This guy here, it's a little dark, but this guy here, he's running opposite. There's a picture behind him of a horse who's running the other way. And this kind of, for me, this represents you in both. You're going two different directions. This is the old and this is the new. So be careful to go too fast, because you don't want to make mistakes that will cost you everything that you worked for. You don't want to make a decision before, too soon, and then have to go back and be like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? You really want to wait and be patient and try to use the information that you're getting, and use that energy, that fresh energy you feel, and put it into your career, put it into yourself. You know, don't move too fast, because ultimately, if you do that, you're going to have to backtrack, and you're going to have to clean up some messes that you don't have to if you just kind of pace yourself and slow down. So yeah, guys, that is what I got for you. If you would like a reading, the information is right underneath this video. So yeah, I will talk to you soon.